Well, the book is basically in two main sections. The first 6 chapters are all about the personal capital compound and the joint capital compound. Now, we all know about the labor theory of value theory of Marx, Engels, Frederick Engels and Karl Marx. Most people are aware of the fact that Karl Marx's book is all about the labor theory of value. Well, the real theory of value involves the personal capital compound and the joint capital compound. When I discovered these two realities, I was inspired to write the book. Well, in my Bible studies, believe it or not, and the book goes to references several places in the Bible, where the concept of the personal capital compound and the joint capital compound are actually revealed. In fact, most people don't know this, but the Declaration of Independence that declares that we have certain inalienable rights, among those the life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, are all part of the personal and joint capital compound. Okay? So your life is your physical. Your freedom is your intangible. And your pursuit of happiness is your spiritual. So there's the labor, there's the there's labor, and then there's the creative initiative, and there's spiritual inspiration. Those are the 3 parts of the personal capital compound. There's a 4th item that's synergism. Synergism is the efficiency that these 3 elements produce. Then there's the joint capital compound. Let's say that you and I run a business together. We own the business together. Your input of your personal compound mixes with my input, and now we have a joint capital compound. And there's a more dramatic creation of productivity when we have the joint capital compound. Well, when you read the book, you'll understand the history of 3 things. Where we got the idea that labor and full employment was the best way to distribute wealth, which is what everybody's looking for. Trump has produced more new jobs than any other president in the history of America. So everybody's all excited about the new jobs. But at the same time that Trump is creating new jobs, the technicians are creating new software programs that eliminate jobs. More jobs have been eliminated in the last 10 years than that have ever been created. So the ultimate reality of that is, at some point in time, the automation of jobs, robots if you please, will consume most of the physical labor reality. There will not be, you will not have anything like full employment. Imagine if our society was truly run at the maximum efficiency of all the robots. We're doing it right now in factories. We're doing it in offices. We're starting to do it in medicine all over the world, especially in the U.S. The big time development in the U.S. Okay, they have displaced millions of workers. Millions. They'll never come back. Obama said that the big corporations and the labor that they produced was gone. Well, he was wrong because Trump brought them all back. But even with Trump's success, we still have the reality that technology is producing more automation than the human physical labor could keep up with. So how does the physical labor take part in this? Only by understanding their intangibles. Physical labor is physical. My intangibles are my creative initiative and my spiritual inspiration. From these two comes the flow of technology. It's what I think and what I create within my person that turns into technology, not my muscles. And it's the technology that's creating all the wealth. How do we connect with that? That's what you learn in the book. How to connect with, so your initiatives in your creative initiative and your spiritual inspiration are what's creating most of the wealth for the country. For each company, whether small or great, it's those things that are creating the most wealth. But people are only taking home a paycheck. However, there are instruments, there are economic instruments already designed that will allow the workers to participate in the capital side of the company. They're thought of in the industry as employee stock ownership plans, or ESOPs, employee stock ownership plans. But they're very poorly executed. They're executed more as a PR thing for the company. See, we're interested in the employee. He has an employee stock ownership plan, but it doesn't pay him enough money to live on. But they can be designed so that over time, all the workers will own the technology, and the technology will never go away. That's important to know. The simplicity of the book is this. People don't know why they have a job. You will learn why you have a job and why you work for a wage. But the book will reveal the secrets of how to work not for a wage, but for equity in the company. For example, Trump and all of the billionaires in the world, none of them ever earned a wage. They all earned equity in the company. That's why they're billionaires. And even the smaller people, like the millionaires and the people who are worth $5 and $6 million, they don't do it by working for a wage. They do it by owning equity in the company, which is illustrated by other people's creative initiative and spiritual inspiration, which moves the company forward with new ideas, new creative methods of doing things, and new inventions. But the people who are working for a wage don't get paid for their contribution. You can buy my book at Amazon.com. And we have a website that you can also understand some of these principles in, and see our other books at ReformationInAction.com.